There we go, now it's on.
Oh.
Didn't show up as a location or having any locations on the planet when I scanned it in the
Have you
FSS.
detailed
Black one there
surface
was.
scan?
There's one on the ground down here as well.
Yeah. You've got a detailed surface scan as well.
Yeah, the detailed surface scan revealed that it had. I thought that the locations showed up in the FSS first. It said
No.
the amount of location.
Oh, it should. Yeah, sorry. It should show any geologicals, biologicals in the FSS. Yes.
Yeah.
When you do a proper scan.
Right, but it didn't.
How weird.
See, I've
You
been
might
doing
should
this
push back
previously.
screen.
I might have missed loads of.
Yes.
I probably have anyway, because I don't hang around most of the time to wait for it to ground things.
Same as me.
Just
You
doing
scan
my-
it and you click on to the next one. Yeah.
Yeah, she's going to bounce me off.
I waited a couple of times and they 2 minutes.
You could say Raxler.
Result.
I think I'm going to have to go up manually.
I did write that in the
Oh,
form
no.
post actually.
There's a couple over here, dude.
Thank you, mate.
Flying through the galaxy. So,
Nearly full. 45 out of 150. Where's that gone?
Well, what's the stuff to pick up on
That's me full.
C5B?
That's me full, Grumpy. C5B. Oh, hang on, let me go back to my
I'm
phone.
thinking, is it perhaps something that I am full up on already?
C5D.
Ah, not B.
No, D. Delta. C5 Delta.
Okay. Oh yeah, yeah. Because it hasn't got. That's right.
Right, I'm going to take a quick few minutes bio. Get myself a fresh cup of coffee because I am Hank Marvin. We're going to move on to the next one, Grumpy, or what are you up to?
I'm gonna go.
You're not going to shoot.
Yeah.
No worries.
Yeah.
You want to go this evening or this morning for you?
Yeah, it's 11:15.
No worries.
On the monthly.
Okay, mate. I'll probably still be here, and we'll make
Why
our
not?
trek back together, scanning. Next planet after this one is what are we on now?
Yeah,
We're on
thanks,
I
Grumpy.
did write it down somewhere, but I've lost it already.
yeah, we're on C5A. The next one is C5D. And then there's C6A and C6B.
So,
Thanks for the follow, Biker Flame.
And we're,
I-
so we're on 5 Alpha at the moment.
yeah.
The next one is Charlie 5 Delta, Charlie 6 Alpha, Charlie 6 Bravo. Two,
So cat 5 dog, cat 6 apple, and cat 6 banana.
Yes.
DAB.
Alright, thanks guys. I will catch you guys later on, yeah. Peace. Yeah,
Yeah,
I've hosted
mate,
you over,
take it easy.
I think. Yeah, I have.
Yes, you
I've
have.
hosted,
Yes.
Might have done, may not have worked,
Yeah.
because it says streams offline.
Are you offline, are you?
No, it's streaming.
Okay, it might have just been I didn't click the join button on mine. Right, I'll catch you later, Grumpy. You take it easy, mate.
Toodles.
Toodle pips, mate.
Hi, Ron.
Right, I'll be back in a few moments.
Okay.
No, there is something seriously stuck with my SRV. I think it's dead.
Do you want me to maybe pop in, see if I can? Well, I don't know. I've never been in the same instance, I don't think, so I don't know how that's gonna work. As in, probably not.
Come on.
Oh, I see. Bit light nudging. Can't do a repair limpet at an SRV. And that might be strong enough to...
I've got a second SRV, so what I'm going to do is just blow this one up.
We'll do the thing that I did, just hang around there for half a minute and let it kind of nudge
No,
me
I'm
over
actually
by
stuck on the
itself.
side of a cliff, so it's not that I'm caught in anything. I just can't move. Unless, of course, I drive onto an anaconda. Thank you very much for that, Don.
Yeah. Handy little bridge there. Or big. Very good. D. 5D is all geological. Hmm.
Made it. Thank you very much.
I love that all these planets are so small they only need one probe.
Yeah, the little spud planets, or potato planets.
Are you in a different wing now? He's still in Grumpy's wing, but he's left. Is that, or what's going on?
Yeah, well, the wing's still there. I need to be on your friends list, don't I, for you to be able to invite me? Is that right? Can you invite me? Alright. So, what's your in-game name?
Mr. Ron. It's M-R-R-O-N. As far as I remember. Where do we check the 4 for this, isn't it? Yeah, M-R space. Okay. I'm already friends with. Am I? Am I? I think so.
I've just invited you as a
Too
friend.
many Right, thanks. Pending requests. Oh, I got a request from Grumpy for Wing. All these pending requests. I've only.
You're actually in my group already, so you should be able to go into the wing pretty easy.
Yeah. So, I got a little blue one pop on my message.
Then just accept. That'll be from Grey.
How do I accept?
Okay, just
I
on the
don't
comms
see anything
menu,
about Grey here.
second tab.
It says invites. You have no pending invite.
Underneath that, and have friends, you'll have friend requests.
Yeah. Okay. One.
Right, I should be
I've
listed
got
in there.
click on the thing to open it up. I didn't realise that. So I'm being confused by the icons under. Gotcha.
There we go.
Oh, that makes sense. Yeah.
And in the same menu, there's now an invite to Wing.
Yeah. Nice one. Alright. Should I turn my wing beacon on? Is that a thing?
You can do that from that menu too, under options.
Yeah, I forgot about. I keep forgetting about that one. I just done it. Done it on the other water. Right. You guys then. Are you heading to another planet now?
Yeah, that's
Or
the
is
plan.
this
I'm going to
the
be heading
one-
to 5C, I think it is. I'll just double
5C.
check that.
Ah. Right. Yeah. Because I went to 5B and 5B.
C5A is where I'm going to next. So HIP 36601 C5A.
C5A. C5D. C5C. Come on. C5A. Oh, I think. No. Or have I? I don't know any. To pick up technician, right?
Yeah, technician. That's the next one.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll just head there for backup. Fair.
Don, how much repair are you getting out of each limpet? Roughly.
Something about repairing?
Yeah, I'm running repair limpets on Don the Bassa.
Okay, I've got 8.
Yeah, I was just wondering how much repairing he was getting done per limpet as far as his hull improvement goes.
Right. So I found that I think about 5 fully repairs my hull.
Yep.
It would have to depend on the amount of points it's got, I suppose.
But it depends on the class. But I've got plenty of mats for making more limpets, so all I do is synthesize what I need, and then away I go.
it nickel and something?
Iron and nickel.
It does take 10 of them, but then that is everywhere.
And you get 4 of them, so, and you can only use one at a time, so it's about 20% per batch.
your voice comms completely messed up there. You get 4.
3 limpets per synthesis. So between 15 and 20% depending on the person's hull.
I don't know if maybe I'll be able to hear you complete sentences on your.
It's playing silly buggers with Discord again.
Oh. Yeah, I can hear you fine on your stream, but then I've got to deal with hearing myself as well. Terrible.
It's to do with, in part, my computer. I've only got 8 gig of RAM. I'm running Elite Dangerous, Chrome, streaming, Discord. Yeah, basically too many things at once. So occasionally the Discord hiccups and doesn't pick up the sentences properly.
Check our computer there and just had that doing Discord, then you think that'd be fine?
Yeah, if I'm just chatting on Discord, it's fine. If I'm just streaming, it's okay. But combine the two of them, there seem to be some issues.
Yeah. Say I have experienced this one before.
Everything on my computer is pretty much maxed when I'm playing it. It's about 4.5 years old.
4.5 years, okay. But how old is mine? I think my computer might be.
Hey, Warlord.
It's doing pretty well, seeing as it's had no upgrades whatsoever.
Yeah, the best thing in my computer is the video card, which is second-hand from my brother.
I've been saving up for a gaming PC just to play Elite on for like 6 years now.
Yeah, I know that feeling. I couldn't believe what somebody was saying, that Red Dead Redemption 2 requires more than what one computer can do at the moment to be able to play it in 4K Ultra. So even with the new generation video cards, it's not enough to be able to run it.
Is that recommended or just on high?
This is on the full settings. There's one guy who's managed to run it on full settings, and he's got 2 PCs running in conjunction to get it to work.
Proper job. Okay, nice. So
Alrighty.
I wasn't taking any notice of where I was flying to. Just overshot you by 300.
That happens. Grumpy refers to it as doing a warlord. Alright, off to C5.
I reckon you'll still be on the surface for a while. Hold on, you're not. You're taking off.
Yep, heading for C5A now. We were just repairing because both of us had quite a bit of hull damage.
Cannot comply. Cannot comply. Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1.
The elite track is taking up your whole screen. I've got you on 160p.
With that elite tracker, if you ignore it, it usually minimises so it's not blocking anything.
Yeah, I just found the scroll on it and the secret hidden hide button at the bottom. Probably.
About 11 light seconds behind you.
Okay, well, I'm going to take a real slow cruise here because I'm going to go and do something else while I'm heading that way.
Yep, well, if I go past you, I go past you. At least you know where we're heading.
I'll catch up with you guys.
just in the dark.
Order to flight engaged.
There we go. Oh no, it's geological. I hate it when it does that.
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Temperature critical.
Dropped out about 15 k's out, so not too bad.
I need to go give someone a hand with technical assistance. I'll be back.
Landing gear deployed.
Can do.
Right, all good, I'm back.
Yeah, how much technetium do I need? I have 30 and I need 150, so 40 lots.
Back again.
Welcome back.
Howdy.
Okay. I have a green hollow square on my map. So someone's here that's not in the wing.
Oh,
Oh, Grumpy might have left his ship here actually. Let's have a look.
you like coffee chocolate, or?
No. I like coffee and I like chocolate, but not together.
So, where's the reasoning behind that?
The two don't mix. Do you like steak?
I've been vegetarian since I was like 4.
Okay. Do you like vegetables then?
Alright, I see
do
where
you
you're
like
going with
ice cream? Would you put the two together?
To be fair, I haven't yet tried carrot flavoured ice.
Yeah, you don't.
No, is it
It's not
bad?
nice.
My wife likes
Well.
a mocha.
So, I don't mind a mocha, but that's
Yeah, it is.
chocolate coffee. That's not coffee flavoured chocolate.
Oh,
two
there
different
is that, I
things.
suppose. Yeah.
There are two different things. Yeah, two different things. I like coffee with a hint of chocolate. Not a problem. I do not like chocolate with coffee flavour in. Chocolate should be chocolate flavoured. Oh, that was a firm landing there, Gray.
Yeah, well, I was trying to jump up to pick up a piece of technetium, but it didn't quite.
Ah, you're on the you were where I was on the side of that. Yeah.
Alright, I'm full on that anyway. Trying to be helpful. I'm just going to back away and just watch from a distance. I think.
Yeah,
To be
anyhow.
fair, I
Need
like
to share.
chocolate and I find coffee disgusting, but I don't mind it. Well, I don't like the coffee chocolates, but they're not half as bad as just.
Okay. See, similar with Marmite. I don't like
Yeah.
Marmite, but I love Twig.
Oh, Twiglets, yeah, it's something else.
But that's Marmite flavour. It's like weird.
Yeah,
See,
because they do their own ratios rather than you just spooning it.
That's very true.
I eat all,
Using it as filler.
I eat all the mites: Marmite, Promite, Vegemite.
Termite.
Shay.
All of them are good on cheese, on toast with cheese.
So I've heard termites are actually quite good. Have you tried them, obviously?
Yeah. I'm watching Grey stream as well, and all I'm seeing is SRVs dropping and flying everywhere.
Sideways, flying
Well, you gotta make it
Coming in from different
entertaining.
angles, and the floors at different angles where it should be. Which way's up? Which way's down?
Right, just walking here in free cam mode, waiting for someone to get, and then I'll come in and rescue. I'm desperately trying to get stuck there, by the look of it.
Question for you. Here's a weird one. This is a completely out there question. Your free cam, does it have mass?
Yes.
It makes you think, no, it can't do, but then you think it gets stopped by solid objects.
And-
So it must
yeah.
have some.
I think they programmed it in to be like, what do you call it, like a drone.
A drone camera. That's why I pictured
Yeah.
it to be sort of a drone camera-y thing.
But then they just didn't give it any kind of image, and they thought, well, you know, objects. Then why would you?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and you can also go into the ground with it, which is a bit weird.
No. I suppose it's easier to program it without a hitbox. Not that I know.
Yeah, true, that's a good point.
Yeah, they might get round to
Maybe it's
fixing
like
it
the
with all
probes
other
that we
stuff.
use.
Yeah. So I always pictured it as like a sort of a hovering camera, sort of thing.
Probes have mass and hitboxes.
Yeah.
Although
Um,
I've tried firing off a probe at a person before. Then
Have you tried firing your probe off into space and chasing it? Or firing it at a planet and chasing it and then realising you've got far too close to the planet?
a couple of times I've kind of missed the planet and it's flown around, flown back into my face.
Oh, you loop to loop. There's another one they try and do is, what is it? Be on the other side of, so you haven't got line of sight of Earth, but you've got to still try and probe, scan the Earth. That's another tricky one that is going around at the moment. So you can't actually see
can
any
only
of the.
Try that once or twice.
Yeah.
Before you don't get to have another go. Trick shot, same.
So what was the next one? You're at C5A, aren't you?
Yes.
Yeah. So C5D is the next one. Allegedly.
C5D, is there something on there, is there?
It says it's yeah. Is it Yatunium? That YTTR one. Whatever that's supposed to-
Yttrium?
Is it Intrium? Intrium?
It.
Ooh.
YTT, it.
Yeah, that's. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And then 6A.
And then 6B. I've got.
Yeah.
No, 6A then 6B. But
B.
6A and 6B are the same thing. It says same material.
Yttrium.
Oh, I've probed these
Full on
rings and they've got
yttrium as well. Damn
got hot spots here. Bit of a trek to go mining, but he's got hot spots on this ring.
it.
check diamond.
Zirconium. I could do with some zirconium. So what's the one? What's the next?
Antonium.
Antonium.
We've got overlapping.
Antimony?
Antimony?
Yeah, overlapping low temp diamonds out here. Low temp diamond. What's the other one? Overlapping, but it's two of them. Yeah. Triple overlapping.
Antimony.
Is that all you need?
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically either 6A or 6B, whichever is closest.
I really should have done material trader first, eh?
Half emptied all the bins.
Right. It was too early earlier. That's my excuse.
It was a bit of a last minute thing. Just go! Especially when you see it's
Thought I'd wake
1500
up
light years
nice
away.
and early, and I'll catch up with you guys, ready to go out, and you're already out. So what time were you up on?
We came out here last night,
Ah, right.
so last night UK time, early morning
Yeah.
Aussie time.
Yeah, I came out today, or this evening.
Yeah, we went from there because we both crashed. We both purposely nosedived there and destroyed our ships. Did a
Yeah.
kamikaze. Grumpy got 1,037 meters a second out of his Conda.
Yeah, and then he
That's an
skimmed
achievement.
it.
Yeah, didn't quite crash it. Just flicked him back up again. And then both after that, we both crashed, and then went back to Jameson's. Jumped into our. Did all the repairs and everything, and headed out here. We was going to go Braintrees. It was sort of a toy up between this place and the Braintrees, but this was new.
Ship under attack.
I've got to straighten this joystick apart and give it a clean.
I don't know where I put my lights. miscellaneous. Yeah, first one miscellaneous. Don is mashing himself up. No, got any preference over 6A and 6B?
Doesn't say any. Whichever's closest distance, I would have
Yeah.
thought. And from these sites on, it's geo. There's no biologicals here. It's geo sites we're going to. So we'll see if they're the same sort of.
Okay.
Trying to find one that's on the day side. Because that will be helpful, and not on the side of the mountain.
On the side of a ravine might be nice, just to get that launch, just a perfect launch over the top of it. As they've got to have that good angle though, right on the left. Closest one is A, and it's basically at the same distance though.
What have we got here?
Isn't it?
Got some vents by the looks of it.
You're right there, Don.
Some, the moment I leave you.
Well, this is an interesting place we've picked.
It looks pretty much exactly the same as the last place we were at. Yeah, got some movement there.
I'll try from the other side.
When you got missiles on your
If this
on your
doesn't
ship.
work, I'll go get my fighter.
Hang on, I'm gonna be right there. Just make my way back to you. It'll be a few minutes. And I'll come and use my nose of my ship to pull him out.
all of Don's messages through environmental. Gathering the repair isn't required.
I think he's muted. I'm en route
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, just waiting for the messages. to be updated.
Landing gear retracted.
You better talk.
Fighter deployment sequence initiated.
I'm just dropping out of Super Cruise, just looping around, get on the right. Guessing your what do we? There's wing. Got it. Select wingman 3. Lovely, thank you. Select wingman 1. Sorry.
Nearly.
I'm still stuck on that spot.
Nearly got him.
Different one now.
Night vision.
I'll choose a fighter that has the wings that you can use as like a flipper.
Yeah. If we can get it underneath him in time.
Fish slice.
There we go. Done.
Oh, well done. Just as literally just as I'm pulled in right.
Oh, you got a good view.
I got a lovely view.
Can't do it from inside the fighter. You got to get outside and look.
Look where you put your wings, yeah. Oh, one good thing. Managed to scan the actual biologicals with me. There you go. New discovery, thank you.
Oh, if you can, always scan with your fighter. It saves risking your ship.
Always
Always
scan with
scan.
the what?
Whether we cut off after that.
Scan the biologicals and geologicals with your fighter, because otherwise you're risking your ship.
No, you got get in the middle.
We're in a different order. I
Use
was
your
just
fighter
listening
to
this
scan the
conversation.
biologicals
Alright.
and the geologicals, because otherwise you can lose your ship.
Yeah, I don't have a fighter, and we scanned it from 300 meters away, so we're okay.
That's all right.
Yeah.
I did. We remember to scan it in the SRV, but we forgot. Because I came up to it, I was like, "Did I scan this one? I don't think I did."
Yeah, I don't have a room for fighters. I
Yeah.
remember though.
Oh, that's good. He's gonna
Addison
take it at your
Allison.
profit.
Yeah.
No reason to. That's very nice of you.
Uh,
You're a generous person.
I am. Yeah. I had to sack
Fighter
Philip
review
Fry though.
initiated.
He was asking too much money at my exploration. Don't call it
Adding a
sacked,
bit.
do you?
Dismissed. Moved on to new pastures.
Yeah.
Giving Don a bit of light on the situation. Where's he off to? Where's he parked his ship to? Oh, he's not. He's going for law. He's going for orbit. He's up. He's up. He's up. Plane keeps the upsea with the SRV.
Landing gear deployed.
Oh, sorry. Oh, missed him. Now, Don, very serious question. Up or down? It's entirely up to you. Let's try something a second. Let me just turn the shields off.
Should be less bouncy, right?
Yeah. There you go. For some reason, he's still not actually touching the ship, though. I think that's the SRV shields, maybe. Flight assist off. Flight assist on. So I'm still unsure whether you want to go up or up. Okay.
Gravity warning.
Yeah. Hang on, hang on.
Quick repair on that.
Yeah, I was just wondering if I can fire a repair limpet at him.
asked this earlier, the consensus was no, but is repaired. Was that the limpet or?
No, I think he did.
simply
I think he did an in ship repair while he was falling.
probably the wiser manoeuvre.
So why can't I target him? Oh, that's right. Select wingman 2.
Yeah, I've just run out of ammo.
As soon as your shields come back on, you should be okay.
I've had it a few times now where I've run out of ammo and I haven't realised I've run out of ammo. So I'm sitting there trying to work it out what's going on now. I think it must be like the wrong angle that I'm doing. You know, when you're in the turret and you're trying to shoot through your thrusters over there on the side there.
The other one is when you've accidentally scrolled to the next weapon group,
Yeah, yeah. What's going
because
on?
you
5
almost
minutes.
never do on an SRV, so it's not something to think about.
I think one of my limpets just nicked some of his raw materials. I think I might finally collect a little bit off, and as he shot a raw material, I think it nicked it. Sorry, Tom.
Perfect. Sounds like actually you could do with a little bit more practice for doing it on purpose.
Oh, chuckle. Sit above them and just troll all their materials on a low-G planet. That's got to work.
I guess it's one way of combined harvesting.
Exactly.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to wait for them to land, thanks.
Yeah, exactly. Now the brain's ticking over. Now my brain is ticking over, actually. I've got a downward-facing Healy beam, so I can basically keep the SRV completely healed, no matter who's down there. And we can just save you gathering materials.
You'd only have to get into it when you're trying to rescue. Shame no tractor beam yet.
Yeah, completely. Oh, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
I still want a grappling
Too
hook
nice.
like they used in Serenity.
Yes. To actually just grab it, get over here, sort of thing.
Spin around in circles and tear them apart.
Hmm.
So I'm
Not
paranoid
long
now
since
that
I've seen
it's gonna steal
Serenity. I
all the
don't remember that
materials.
scene.
At the very end, when they're attacking all the ships, the
The Ravagers.
Ravager, that's it, yeah. They latch on and like a harpoon, and then like Catherine wheel around it and rip it all apart, send it off. It's a cracking film. I think I've got it on my Sky hard drive. I think it was on TV and I recorded it. I can't-
Missed.
Nathan Fillion, wasn't it? Was he in both of them, or was it someone else in
don't think I've seen this.
Was it Kevin Sorbo in the series? What's that? No, he was in Andromeda. Sorry, basically, this is
Are they? A rematch of it.
I was going to say something. Got a bit of hate there, but I mentioned that I was going to say it.
Don't watch a lot of TV these days. Haven't watched a lot of TV in many years. Find it far too
Spends too much
depressing.
time
Yeah.
Same
playing
old
Elite
rubbish.
Dangerous.
Well, if it's not Elite Dangerous, it was SWTOR. If it wasn't that, it was Galaxies, Star Wars Galaxies. It was anything. Skyrim, Grand Theft Auto, anything except watching that drivel on the TV.
The last bit of TV I saw was actually just yesterday, and that was the snooker.
So you don't mind actually? You say that. I don't mind a bit of snooker, bit of touring cars, British touring cars, or something like that. I'll watch, or I'll record it and watch it at my convenience. But yeah, that's about it.
Convenience. So we were watching the snooker. My dad's like, oh, I wonder how much the table costs. What do you reckon?
Yeah. Oh, the
So
professional ones are very expensive.
the ones that are actually in the stadium.
Yeah.
that-
I'd have probably
We
said
didn't
around
really
probably
get
£30,000 per table.
Right. Now here's the thing: the star table costs £16,000.
That's not bad.
Very reasonable, we think. And the one they was actually using in the Masters tournament, was it the Masters? No, I think so. But the actual tournament table they were using there was something else. It was called a Rassen, I think it was. And they were like $8,000.
Ah, that's
Yeah.
bargain price.
Yeah.
There's a bit of difference.
So I wonder if they've done that just get a good deal on it. I've never
Buy
seen
bulk
them play
load
on them
cheap.
before. They're a bit of a thing to look at. Shape-wise.
It's not all the ones with these blue cloths on it, is it?
No, it's
'Cause
got
I've seen
the
a couple of-
standard.
It's got the standard. Yeah, I've seen a couple of them. They play on weird coloured cloths, and you go, "Oh, that looks horrible. Go back to green."
Strachan 8311.
Should only ever be green.
It should only ever be green. That's quite right.
Yeah, green is the one.
I think it was a blue or a red one I was watching. I can't remember, but I was like, "Oh, that looks horrible."
I've seen like the burgundy, and that's almost forgivable.
That's Paul though, isn't it?
No, originally, yeah. Changed it to. Yeah, they've tried it on it. Oh, you got your ship green.
The balls as well if they're going to do that.
Yeah,
You got it properly green. Thunderbird 2.
yeah, I'm going to rename it before we take off. Either that or buy another one and rename it and call that one Thunderbird 2.
Buy
I
another
would
one.
have a green ship, but I have the midnight black paint job, so
I'm waiting.
I
I'm
needed-
waiting
I needed
till the
to do that
28th to get
instead.
ours. I've got arcs saved up. I need to buy
Yeah.
a black anaconda, a black cutter, probably a back clipper.
you
I'm
have,
gonna buy everything in
you
black.
have to buy them per ship.
Oh yes, yeah you do, mate. They're individual to a ship. All
I
paint
didn't
jobs
know
are.
that. I just
Yeah,
thought it was a paint job and it just covers all of them.
No, it's individual to a ship, and it's like one for the Crate Phantom, one for the Crate Mark II.
Oh, cripes.
Yeah, so start saving
Is that
your
how
arcs.
it's always been?
Pretty much, yeah. You can buy the pack, so you get lots of it, but it's always been paint jobs. Well, but you say that, that's in my mind back. I think there were a few legendary packs which were out to like testers.
I don't think
or
I've
beta
ever
testers
bought
and things.
a pack. I've never spent any money on things on the store as far
And
as I can
is your black
remember.
paint job you've put on multiple different types of ships?
Yeah.
So you've
Apart
probably got a
from-
legendary black paint job.
I think maybe I spent money getting the glasses for my Hollow Me because they weren't a standard thing.
The ones that are now free.
Yeah. yeah, them of course.
Yeah. Oh, I have heard that there was a legendary paint packs which was like across everything. That was way before I started the game, so I can't ever confirm it because I've never seen one or had one.
Oh, I've not heard of that.
I've just Yeah, but paint jobs are normally, and have been for since I've been playing, individual to the ship type.
Yeah. Never noticed. Really. All these little things I don't look at.
If
I
you
do
don't
like
fly
the
many different
Halloween
ships,
decal.
then the Halloween decal.
So
Yeah, the one with the claw marks.
Python and the DBX and the Cutter and the Clipper and the Anaconda and the Corvette. They're my main go-tos.
That's quite a selection. One for every.
Bulls Eagle 5. I think that would top elite for me. That would complete the game.
I hope they do bring out new ships soon.
Fine, everyone's going on about this Panther Corvette. Is it
Oh,
called?
Panther Clipper.
Panther Clipper.
Panther Clipper. So
Yeah.
good it needs 2 names.
It dates back to the original elites. Even though.
Because there was like the cut.
What happened there?
Oh, I missed that.
So there were different type of Panther.
There was the Panther Clipper,
Yeah.
which was a really large, just an aggressive, not horrible looking, but dangerous
yeah.
ship.
It was
here
a
it
box
had
with a laser gun.
You could have little. You couldn't dock in a star station.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you couldn't dock in a space station. It was too big. It was an absolute monstrosity of a thing.
And I'm just wondering why they felt the need to call it a Panther Clipper as opposed to just a Panther.
Hey, I expect there is a reason. Go on, Gray. Do you know?
I'll have to write 'em a
Well,
letter.
they did have the group of. I mean, most of the ships in Elite are based on snakes, but they had a group of ships that were based on the great cats.
And then we've got birds.
So the Panther Clipper was the largest of the great cats, if you like, as far as ships
Right.
go anyway.
So it's like in the top of that bracket.
But I've
Yeah,
never
okay.
heard of a cat called a Panther Clipper.
No,
Well,
the Panther, but
and the Clipper was the size. The Panther is the bracket.
Yeah.
It's the class,
Yeah.
and then the Clipper
Yeah.
was its.
was the biggest of them.
And they used to do that like double-barreled on all the ships then, back in the day.
I don't think so. No, because you had the
No, it was
original
only certain ones.
Cobras
It was
and all
a bit
that. It's
weird.
just only a selection.
Probably something I shouldn't bother getting. Shouldn't worry about being hung up on it.
Oh, you know,
Just
investigate, but
accept
don't
it.
worry about too much. Yeah,
Uh,
there's a few changes that go from the original Elite to the second Elite to this.
Yeah, it was like all the Imperial ships
The
in
Rushed.
Frontier
about that.
Elite 2 looked a lot different to what they do now.
That's not just law situations then.
Yeah, no.
Timeline.
Well, Lord's got changed. They pulled a Disney and just called it Legendary and just changed everything.
Alternate universe, isn't it?
On the universe, yeah.
It's a simulated.
Yeah.
Galaxy.
But it's one they had 7 or 9 little maps of different well, they weren't systems, they were maps, but those maps are put within this area, this galaxy that we're in at the moment, to sort of bring them in.
Yeah, so in Frontier Elite 2 you had the Lion Transport, the Tiger Trader, the Puma Clipper, and then the Panther Clipper.
Right. Yes.
And the Panther Clipper was in the same class as the Boa Freighter, which is one up from the Anaconda.
Yes. Now I understand the reasoning. I won't have to write him a letter now.
No,
That's all right. I found it in found it in one of the forum posts actually.
Ah, there you go.
Uh,
They do have a use.
But they also had a gecko,
oh,
a moray starboat, a constrictor.
Anything smaller than a gecko, like a newt. I don't know how big they are, but relative.
Well, the sidewinder, crate, and gecko were all the same size, so they're basically fighters.
Right.
They also had
woodlouse.
interplanetary shuttles and lifters. And you had an Osprey, Falcon, Hawk, and Kestrel air fighters, which were basically atmospheric fighters.
Alright. So you don't, rather than taking your ship down to the planet, you would just launch, like your
No.
dropship
This is
would
what you
launch
could
a-
encounter. You could,
oh,
you could still take your ships down to the planet
yeah.
and land, but your interplanetary shuttle and lifters were sometimes mission targets and things like that. If they bring in the Boa Freighter and the Panther Clipper, there's talk about having to require shuttles to actually load your cargo because
Yeah.
they can't fit through the mail slot.
Yeah, because it wouldn't fit through a mouse slot. So
Didn't
bring
they
it
do
into the
this
game
with
would change.
with one of the last large ships they brought out, and people were saying, "No, it's going to be too big. They'd have to have like the same situation," but then they just made it small.
Yep.
Like the Beluga or something, didn't that have the same situation?
Well, Beluga, they've
Ooh.
some people reckon the Beluga's too big to fit through the mail slot anyway,
Yeah.
because it is probably the ship that most often gets hung up on the mail slot.
Yeah. They can't
Most
just have
ships
them
can fit.
thing retract.
Most ships can fit forward or sideways through the mail slot. The Beluga gets stuck if you go sideways.
Oh. It's too long.
It's technically the biggest ship in the game.
for it. So it's the longest ship in the game.
It's the biggest ship in the game, but not the heaviest, because the cutter's
That's
the
right.
heaviest, but the Beluga is the
Well,
longest
it's a
dimensionally.
luxury ship. It's full of space.
Yeah,
Right, that's not actually
Yeah.
being
very
used.
full of space.
Like the Enterprise. So it's full of useless space and
The Enterprise
Lots of
versus
decks
the
that aren't
Voyager.
being used.
not used. Yeah.
Have we all finished at this site? Is someone still collecting?
No, I'm done. I've got to collect some more, but I'm going to have to call it
Oh,
shortly. It's,
he's going through his fighters, something chronic, isn't he?
it's already half
Oh,
past
we're running around
midnight, and
6
I've got to be
feet.
up at 6 tomorrow morning, so I'm going to have
Fair
to
enough.
call it shortly.
That sounds a very familiar story to what I do.
Chances are it won't be.
Alright.
It'll be 3 o'clock before I get to sleep anyway. But yeah, sitting and playing a game will make it 4 o'clock.
Yeah.
And I don't think I should do that tonight.
On elite standard time, yeah.
That's it.
Have you got another birthday to deal with today?
Me? No, I got one
Yeah.
Saturday. Another party Saturday.
Right.
Non-stop blooming birthday parties. It's like everyone has their kids around this sort of time of year. It's very inconvenient.
I find that September's the big one.
It's
Yeah, that's what
Valentine's
we're sort of,
Day.
yeah. Well, yeah, it
Valentine's
is sort
Day's
of 9
the
months
cause
back
of it.
in. Yeah.
Yeah.
9 months previously. It's around the Valentine's.
Yeah, the other one you get is 9 months after Father's Day.
Someone gets a treat. Wow, just that is me being silly, but that looks like a man stood in the mountain.
Screenshot
it doesn't.
that. Oh.
So I was looking at it from into the
What? Bloody idiot.
show it up.
What?
Let it down.
Pfizer. You haven't gone through all 30 fighters. Or... Takes time to build them.
There are
Okay.
loads of geologicals on.
Which one are you on now?
Well, I'm looking at A, but it seems like B has even more.
Oh, yes, sorry.
So-
Using Discord. But I think Grey's off in a minute by the sounds of it.
Yeah, I was just thinking of
Bit later than
going
that,
and raiding Father Bill, but I'm not sure how to
Right, I
do
might
the
pop
raid,
to
so that was my question.
Charlie
about to
5
ask.
Delta. I think he's got 19 left. He's gone through 11 fighters messing around. Good man. I like your style. So, what's on? Let's go back to number D. Right, we won't go to the same place we was at before, because that was the side of a mountain.
You're still picking up technician.
Who is?
You, or
Me
not?
is. No is.
Oh,
I've done... I was on to... What's the next...
Yeah, we've been using Discord
What is
voice
the next
comms.
one again? Yttrium. I stopped there. I didn't do anything. I came back to try and rescue.
yeah,
So,
right.
and I haven't got a great deal of that, I don't think.
Oh, I didn't include that in my route because I'm already full on.
Let's have a look. 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 Oh, I've only got 23, so yeah. We need some of that lot. And then it's off to a material trader to top up the rest of this.
Cool. Have a good night, Gray.
Oh, that's why I couldn't. He's not muted himself in Discord, but he's talking in. Sorry, mate. Oh, no, he's not.
Is that how you do a raid now?
No, I buggered it up. What have I
He
got
can
to
do.
do?
Depends how he's got it set up.
It didn't work. What have I got to do?
Normally, you go into Twitch and you click on the raid bit.
Yeah, there's a
Right,
button
I'm on
for that.
Twitch.
There's a Twitch page, and there'll be a panel that says raid and host.
Hang on.
If you're in your Twitch dashboard page.
Dashboard page. That's where I went wrong.
Let's have a... Yes, it is Twitch, and I'll make sure I get in the right place now because I never get this right online. Let's boot it open because it's all bookmarked these days. But yeah, live dashboard, and then there'll be a panel that says host or raid. Just type in Father Bill's name, click the button. You'll have a 15-second counter.
It's good they change these things so you're always learning.
Well, just when you learn, that's when they go and change it. You're like, God.
Where the bloody hell did it go?
Arthur
Yep,
Bill
he's
has
found the right
gone
place.
offline. Best timing ever.
Oh, Father
Really
Bill
got-
just...
He's just gone offline.
Hello, Buck. He's
Alright,
just
I'll
gone
give up.
offline.
I give up. I'll figure it out next time.
Raid
Right.
them anyway
No worries,
for the
mate.
numbers and then
Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching the stream. Thank you for your help this afternoon, evening, with materials collecting and everything. I hope everybody enjoys the rest of their day, morning, evening, night. Fly safe,
No
fly
worries, mate. Cheers,
dangerously,
Gray.
and enjoy the fireworks.
Alright,
Take it
cheers,
easy.
Yossi.